Hello everyone. Today we are going to solve problem 443 string compression. So let's first read the problem or the problem saying. So the problem saying we are given a character array. We have compressed it following the rule. Okay. So what the algorithm saying? So the algorithm saying begin with an empty string s. Each group of consecutive repeating character in characters. Okay. If the group length is 1, append the character to s. Otherwise, append the character followed by the group's length. Okay. Uh, Again, here is something. After you are done modifying the input array, return the new length of array. You must write algorithm that uses only constant extra space. So please notice this. We have to write algorithm so that it will take a constant space. Okay. Now here is some note as well. The character in the array beyond the returned length do not matter and should be ignored. Okay. So let me make you first understand what the problem is saying. There is so many things written and that's feeling complicated as well. So let me simplify it. So the problem is saying we are given a array of characters. These are characters. And what we have to do, they are saying we have to modify this character length itself. We don't have to we don't have to, should use any extra space. We have to write an algorithm which take a constant space. Okay. So first understand what the problem saying. Problem saying we are given a array of characters and we have to group it and, and which kind of group it? Same character. We have to group the similar character into one group. For example, here group will be AA. There is two groups, so we will write uh, AA in one group. Then there is 2B. Then there is 3C. In this, we have to group this. Not this way, we have to write something like this: A and the character of the group and the length of the group. So length of the group is 2. Again, we have to write the character B and length of the group B is 2. Again, we have to write the character C and the length of the character C group is 3. So we have to write something this. Okay. And question is also pointing one thing. If the group length is 1, for example, there is only one A. If I remove one A from here, so in that case, I don't write to something like this: A1, B2, C3. I don't have to write like this. I only write group length if that group length is more than 1. In that case, I only write B2, C3. I have to return this one. I have to return this one, not upper one. Okay. So here this things is written here. Uh, if the group length is 1, append the character only. And if the group is more than 1, in that case we have to append character as well as group length. Okay. So we have understood the problem. So now let's think what algorithm we can write and how. So this seems quite easy. How we can iterate over this character and we will count uh, how many how many character are similar. And once I have done with this, because if we notice carefully, all the similar character are together, means right next to each other. So it is easy for us to count how many similar character are there in one go. And once I done that, I will append into my history, or I can modify the input character as itself. So how can I do this? If I take this example, what I can do, I will take the left pointer, right pointer. I will use two pointer approach so that my L is pointing to the first character group of the similar character, and my R pointing to the last character of that group. In that way, I can calculate how many element in that group. So I will start with two pointer L and R, and I keep moving my R pointer until it point to a different character. And once I done with that character, I will append that character which is L, which is pointed by L, and again I will append the count as well if my count is greater than 1. So how can we do this? So let's code it and understand how can we do this. So I know I need one left character, left pointer, and that is start from 0, and I need one right character which is also start from 0. And what I will do, I will uh, modify the input character itself. So for that I need a pointer for that as well. And what we have to return is, in that case, we have to return the length of the string or the length of the modified character array. In that case, what will be the length here if I come and count the length of this? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So in that example, I have to return 6. Okay, 6. Length, I only have to return length, not the string or input character. I have to return the length. Okay, in that case, what will be my length? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So for this example, my length, I will return 5. Okay, so let's come here, and I need one more pointer k, which I will use to modify, iterate over my input character. Okay, now let's start. I will keep moving my r until it reaches the end. So if my L is less than n, characters length, pairs dot length, I will keep moving. Okay. Now what I can do, I will use a count variable to count the group length of the character. Okay. And I will, what I do here, I will use a while loop, and I will keep running this while loop until my both L and R pointing to the same character. For example, my chars at I is equal to chars at j. If both are pointing same, means they are belonging to the same group. In that case, what I can do, I can keep increasing my j. Here there is no I in j. Here is L and R. If my L is pointing to the same as R, then in that case I will keep running my moving my R, and I will also count the increase the count because it's counting the length of the group of the similar character. Okay. Now, what I can do, till now, if I take this example, till now, I have my L at this point. I keep moving my R until it point the another character. So, my L is here, my R is here, and my count will be 2 because there is two character of the same group A. So, what I can do is, first I can modify my character input character array itself. How at nums at chars k, which is 0 right now, I can write a, not a means chars of L. Okay. So at index 0, I will add 0 a. Now at index 2, what I need to add, I need to length of the group. So in that case, how can I do that? But before adding count, I need to check whether the count is greater than 1 or not. So I will check that. Again, if I read that problem means statement, so the here saying that if group length is 10 or longer than that, so we will split into multiple characters. If my count is in 2 digit or 3 digit, in that case I have to write each digit separately like this. For example, in that case, if my count is 12, so how should I modify my input character? First, I will add a, and there is only one a. In that case, I will not add its group length. Then I will add b. In that case, my length is 12, which is of 2 digit. In that case, I have to write 1 separately and 2 at another index. Understood? So how to do this? First of all, I will check if my I is if my count is greater than 1, in that case I will add length. Now again, if there is more than 2 digits, so how can I will iterate over this digit, and what I can do, I can uh, take 1 and add to the index, then I will take 2 and add to the index. How can I do this? For that, I need to use a for loop so that I can iterate over these things, and then it will be char c and I will write something like this: string value of count. What these things will do? It to create it to convert my count, which is an integer, into a string. So my if it is 12 in integer, then this code line of code will convert into a character. It will be a it will look like something like this, something like this. So it will convert into string. Now I can iterate over that string to char array, and what this will give me 1 and 2. If I iterate over this, first I will get 1, then I will get 2, and similarly like this. So now I can add my character. uh, I can add those value in my character array at k, and what I can add? I can add C. Okay. Also keep increasing K pointer. I can increase in this as well. So I write my, for this example, I wrote my K and move the K. My K is pointing to this. I wrote A here and move my K to next pointer so that next variable can be added. So I move that pointer here. I again write at K and will move that K. Okay, now uh, what else I need to do? Now I just at the end I can bring my L to R, L to R. Why? Because in this example, my L at this point, and now my R is pointing to B, because in this while loop, my R is keep moving until uh, it pointing to the another character. Okay, so in that case, I done with this thing, this group. Now I will bring my L to this point so that I can start traversing another group. So my L will point to this, and my R start moving from this point to until it find another next character. And in this way, move my I can traverse over the whole character array. Hope so this makes sense. Till now, I have write the whole logic, and at last, I have to return? I have to return the length of the modified character length. So what should I return here? I will return k here because my k is moving. Uh, my k is moving till modify the character array. For example, if at this point, if my c is c and 3, so k will here and 3 is here. So at that point, my k pointing to this point, at that time, I can return k only. So let's see whether it's work or not. Here I'm getting the index out of exception. Why so? Because I keep moving my L and equal until it's same. So if I take this scenario, it keep moving. If my L is this at this point, so it keep moving, and eventually it reaches to the end, and here is no check. So it become it's giving me out of bound exception. So for that, what I need to do? I need to write here. I can keep moving my R until it is only till last index, till character array chars dot length. If it crossing that length, after that I will not increase my pointer, R pointer. Okay, let's rerun it and see this is working. Let's submit it as well. Now, it's giving me a decent time complexity, which is average. I'm able to write my algorithm, which give me which run in 1 millisecond. So this is the solution algorithm. Here we are using constant space. There is no array. This variable take constant space. So and I am running. Let's analyze the time complexity. So here I am running a while loop, and I am traversing the each character element, each array characters once only. So my time complexity is linear, and there is no extra space, like I am not using any array or anything else. I am modifying my input array itself. So in that case, my space complexity is also constant. So this is the solution for this